Wait, when is the league start? When is the NBA start?
October 19th.
That's that 2 weeks in a day.
Yeah.
Oh, we here. And we here. On Podium Podcast. Shouts out to my guy Henny's Baldy. That's all. That's what he greeted you with just now because he wasn't looking up. Look up, Henny. Episode 18.
That's like the fifth joke. He's been saying it all day. Nobody's laughed.
Episode 18. Eyes on Podium. I'm here with my brothers, Coach Chris, Henny, and Showtime Tone.
Yo.
Oh my God! You know
Hold
where
on.
you at?
We got the cops. We getting SWAT
team outside.
The SWAT's outside. Hey, make sure y'all hide the goodies.
Oh man. Oh man.
Hey, let's start the show, man. 2 weeks of the day.
I don't read no comments. I don't care what they say. Time and place, we can talk about it. Last night I was wildin'. Made 2K over 2K. It's a new day and I'm back to problem. Bank account be crowded. By next June, need 5 rooms, soundproof. Watch them doubt it. Hey, they try to talk me out here.
All right, we here. 2 weeks in the day. Brooklyn Nets Media Day. There's a lot going on during that time. We got a lot to talk about. Start us off, Henny.
I mean, it was interesting to find out that the Nets front office really stroked Kevin Durant's ego, and you know what type of person he is. They said, hey, look, it's hard to find a trade for you. You're the best in the world. Like, we don't want to give you up for so little. And he knew that, and he was smiling from ear to ear just to hear that. He just wanted to hear that. he don't want to say that. He just wanted to hear somebody say you're good. You know, and that's what happened. And he decided to run it back, I guess.
I mean, the awkward moment in the room was when Kyrie was like, it was awkward. When he signed, he opted in, and then
he requested a trade.
He's like, I mean, your best friend is going through this thing, you know, and your best friend is I mean, Kyrie was the cake of the night, the day for me, man. My opinion. What you feeling like, Tone?
Yeah, I think it was interesting. It was interesting watching a lot of those guys give the feedback of the summer and everything that was happening. You know, what really got me was, you know, Ben Simmons and Kyrie were like they didn't want to talk about what they were expected to do. They said we're gonna show them what we're gonna do when we're healthy.
Yeah, right. They
that-
want to confirm.
Yeah, I thought that was impactful because it's like that's a fact. You haven't seen the Brooklyn Nets when they're healthy,
True.
so you don't know what that team looks like. And having a full healthy squad going into this season, I think they're gonna be scary for sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
Hey, think, Chris. What's your take Nets Media Day?
It was very, very interesting. You know, I listened to what Kevin Durant say about how he was like, you know, he wasn't really interested in the direction that the Brooklyn Nets were going, which is why he initially had requested the trade. You know, he dived in a little bit about, you know, through the season when he had gotten hurt. Like he said, you know, the Nets had lost like 10 straight games. And it's interesting because he was saying like they didn't have that grit. He was like, there was plenty of games that they could have won. And it was like dudes, they were just being soft out there and they were just losing games. And it's like he also referred back to his time in Golden State. He said, you know, if I was out, you know what I'm saying? It was like the train just kept running. Like, you know, it was next man up. Like we weren't going out there like, oh, we don't got KD. We got to depend on KD, you know. KD said, when I come back from my injury, I want it to be like, you know, I got to adapt to y'all culture now because y'all found yourselves without me at the same time. It's like if I'm not out there, y'all can't find yourselves.
Right.
He even said it too. He said Markieff Morris, who just joined the Brooklyn Nets, said it too. He was like, yeah, he's like, they were soft. He was like, you just go right up their chest. Like, he's like, they were soft. So, obviously Kevin Durant had to go back into that office and, they had to sell it to KD along with KD, obviously being hard to just let go. He's that good. You just can't let him go. But, they have to make him understand, like, that they want to and they're going to go in a better direction this upcoming season. They have multiple players coming back.
Right.
Some new additions. I feel like ceiling is through the roof for the Brooklyn Nets, and I'm very, very excited. I'm excited. I feel like they focus. Especially Kyrie also said in his interview, he said it was like they were humbled from getting swept by Boston. Like he said that was probably the most embarrassing moment in his NBA career. And they needed that. You know what I'm saying? And that little things like that. And it's not little. Let me say little, but things like that in your career, it could be like a wake up. You got to bring that dog back out.
Well, he should have said his most embarrassing moment was being up 3-1 and then joining that team. That's pretty embarrassing. But
no.
Kevin Durant. Kyrie Irving said that.
Kyrie Irving said that.
Exactly. Get off him.
Fiending.
Yeah, you fiending, bro. Get off
him. Everybody can't win a 3-1 being down 3-1. My fault.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Something else I took away from it was you kept hearing the word accountability, right? And it was something I had mentioned before. It's like when you build a team with guys who have certain relationships, sometimes that gets in the way of work, right? And it's hard for you to hold your friends accountable to certain things. Obviously, there's been a lot happening in the world. Some things are a little more sensitive than others, but when you bring in guys like Royce O'Neal, when you bring in guys like Markieff Morris, guys who have been to the playoffs multiple times, who have played with other All-Stars, they can hold you accountable to certain things. They know what KD is capable of, and they're not going to let him do anything less than that. They know what Kyrie's capable of, and they're not going to allow him to do anything less than that.
Right.
And Ben Simmons' energy, I can't wait to see him play. He's just like, dude, I don't want to talk about it. I want to show you what I can do. That energy to me is super exciting. So I can't wait.
Ben looks like he's in a really, really good place. Mentally, yes, especially. And he said, they kept alluding back to or referring back to the drama that was going on in the summer with Kyrie and Kevin Durant, and he kept emphasizing his main priority was he had took care of his mental health, and now it was his physical. Like he had to make sure that he was physically ready, dealing with his back issues to make sure that he was ready for the season. He said it feels great. So,
but how does he pass the physical? Like, how do you even do that?
What you mean?
He was hurt. He said he was hurt. He said
when he came over. I think they could waive that. Like I think you can wait. Like there's an injury that comes. They probably could just waive it. Say okay, we'll deal with it. We're fine. We'll deal with it. It's not like they voided it. In some cases they find out about an injury later.
Yeah.
And
Karis LeVert.
Even like that. So they probably voided it. I mean it's Ben Simmons. So
Simmons said he's shooting threes. Coach said no. Ben Simmons said it was like, how many threes you gonna shoot? He's like, a lot, some shit.
Shit, I don't know.
A lot.
And then Steve Nash is like,
it's an attempt.
Steve Nash said, I don't care if he doesn't shoot. Like, come on.
Yep, that's the coach for you. Don't know what's going on.
Come on, coach.
Don't know what's going on. He don't even know he has been.
His best ability is playmaking and versatility.
For me, it was he has to be some sort of threat from other than in the paint. You don't want defenses literally just not worrying about you. Like defense could sit back, drop down, and they could cover more guys, cover more ground because you're not even going to look at the basket anywhere outside of the painted area. So even a mid-range game, like you have to be a threat other than at the basket. Have to
Right.
be.
Yeah.
And I always said this. He can shoot. He can shoot. It's not like he can't shoot. And the attempt would just make him a threat. That's it.
Yeah, right.
Curry's best weapon is a pump fake. Now imagine if Ben Simmons 6'11" doing that.
Why do you say he can shoot? How do you know that?
I've seen him shoot
The
in
game,
practice.
but
in
the
practice.
game is different. The thing
Yeah, I
about
know
it is
that,
that
but
he
I
looks
understand that,
scared.
but-
So of course he can shoot, right? Of course, right? It's kind of like when you're nervous, right? It's like of course he can shoot, but in the game, he's not doing it.
That's what I'm saying. The thing is, it's a difference between him taking the attempts and missing, and he's not shooting them out. He's not even attempting them. So I know he has the ability to at least make 1 out of 10.
Yeah, but he has to try, right? So that's the
Exactly,
problem. The
that's
problem
what I'm
is that
saying.
he doesn't
shoot.
even try.
But he
that's
also
what I'm
did
saying.
mention.
Can't shoot.
He also did.
I don't
he
know
also
that.
did
I don't know that
mention-
to be true in an NBA game. I've never seen it, and you've never
He
seen it.
mentioned that he mentioned that it was getting to his head. Like he said it. He
Right.
said it's like I can shoot, but it's like they're saying they don't want me to shoot. They're saying I can't shoot. So it's like I don't know. I'm just not going to take them. So he said it. He said it was right. It was I feel like it was honestly a mental thing. Like
Right.
they're saying his shooting was being talked about so much because he wasn't doing it. It's just like I'm not doing it now. So like let me just stick to not doing it, because now if I do it and maybe I'm not good at it, it's going to be even worse. They're going to emphasize and magnify me missing threes even more than me just not taking it. So
quick question.
Yeah,
just
somebody got to get in his ear and tell him they damned if you do, damned if you don't, man. Just
right.
play.
I got a
You
question.
gonna hear it regardless.
I got a question. So when do you think? I got a question. I'll pose it to Tone. Tone, when do you think he's gonna shoot his first attempt from 3-pointer? Like what game? 82 games.
First game.
First game?
Yeah.
Like here's the
Game one.
If he's
difference,
going to
right?
shoot it for the year.
Here's the difference. Like when you're the best player on the team, right? And some would say he was arguably one of the best players on Philly, right? When you shooting threes to get better at shooting threes, it's tough in that situation when you're not a shooter. He's not a shooter, right? So shooters don't lose confidence. Steph Curry could shoot 0 for 10 and he's gonna keep shooting because he's a shooter. Ben Simmons isn't. So Ben Simmons missing 2 threes can make him feel like, yo, I don't want to shoot anymore. This is the same thing we saw with LeBron in the beginning of his career. But as he got more attempts, as he started to see more go in, he got more confidence. And he started to, and he just started to shoot more. Ben Simmons has Kevin Durant on his team, which is gonna erase a lot of his mistakes. So I think I could see him shooting 2 to 3 threes a game. Honestly, if he'll make them,
I wouldn't be mad at it either.
It's
It just adds to his arsenal.
Correct. You got KD on your team. It's gonna clean up a lot of those mistakes offensively. He's not responsive. He's like the 3rd best player on the team. Nobody's expecting him to shoot threes. He's in a perfect spot to get better, become a better shooter right now.
The craziest part is
question.
Hold on. Craziest part is his last year in Philly, he took one in preseason and made one, and then proceeded to the season and just didn't take it.
How many
That
threes?
make no sense.
All right, without y'all looking this up, right? How many threes y'all think Ben Simmons has attempted in his entire career?
3.
3?
Yeah.
He says 3.
Yeah, it's probably less than
His
10.
entire career, he's been in the NBA for 5 years.
Probably less than 10.
So he's attempted 34.
A lot more than
How is that a lot?
Oh, okay. That's
I said a lot more than I thought.
He's a
That's a
point
lot.
guard.
What we're talking about for who he is.
Yeah.
Bro,
That's
my man shot.
You hear
My
the
man
numbers.
went 0
Tony
for
said less than
11.
10.
Hold
I
on.
said 5, and
Hold on,
he
hold on.
said 3.
Hold on. In a 5-year, you guys are setting the bar really low for all NBA player.
Yeah.
That's
All this
a
talk about
perimeter
him
player.
not shooting threes. But all that's being talked about is him not shooting threes. So it doesn't seem like he took 34. Like it doesn't feel like that.
His whole career.
But
Yes, it does. It does seem like he took 34. He only made 5.
Okay.
Shooter.
Look at Chris' face.
Here's the thing. He's not a shooter.
That's fine.
And I'm okay with him only making 5. I'm okay with him doing that. Now I want to see him take 35 this year.
Right.
That's what I want to see him. I want to see him take more throughout the season. And again,
how much you think he'll take? How much you think he'll take in the first 20 games of the season?
Who knows?
I think
I'm
he's gonna
asking.
Take 2 a game.
I think he's gonna take. How much you think? Like, just give me a number. If you want to think about it, Henny, Chris, give me a number.
I'm a statistics guy.
All right, Chris,
going off of statistics, 0. I don't know. I don't know. He said this before.
Okay.
Like, I couldn't.
I think he'll take about 25 to 30 in the first 20 games.
In the first 20 games, you think he'll take about 25?
I think he'll try to. Yeah, I think he'll try to take like 2-3 a game.
2-3 a game consistently.
Well, that would be more than 30.
Right. It's so hard to say.
But I'm saying, yeah, like I feel like it's gonna fluctuate. I feel like some game he might take 3. Some games he might take 1. Some games he might take 2.
So at 20 games, at the 20 game
he
mark,
might take none.
At the 20 game mark, we're gonna come back here and we're gonna look to just see.
Yeah, see if he's in the running for a 3-point contest.
Let's see how many he took.
Oh, how many you need to be in the 3-point contest? Is it field goal or attempts for the season?
I don't know, but he's 5 for 34 for his career.
I think it's 3 points made.
You'd have thought he was a center.
Speaking of him, shooting like a center, might be playing like a center, might be
playing the center.
Great segue.
You might be playing the center. How do you think that look?
We talked about that before. It's with that team with all them snipers at the end, him getting the rebound and pushing with those wings.
Really fast pace, up and down.
Running. Right. We seen the model. We know what the mold is.
Layups, threes, dunks. That's all I see.
Right. Everybody wanna. If anybody could be Draymond, it could be Ben Simmons.
Absolutely.
But it could be Draymond.
They're gonna be tough.
It sucks that's his ceiling.
That was LeBron.
No, I'm saying
he just compared him to LeBron. Tony just compared him to LeBron. He just said like my man was a shooting like LeBron was a shooting. I don't know. I think LeBron took more than 11 threes.
LeBron was a 2-guard when he came into the league.
What was Ben Simmons?
He's a point guard.
Look at his block.
Oh my gosh! All right, man. Let's move on to Knicks. Knicks
media day.
Knicks media day, and some highlights from it. Content on here. Go. There we go. Next media day, man. I mean, it's been media week. Damn, man. Training camp already started.
Yeah.
I mean, day 2 of training camp and stuff. You know what I mean?
Season almost here.
Season is almost here. What's your takeaways, Henny?
A lot of uncertainty, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just don't know. I'm not too sure on what the deal is. I don't know. I don't know. Everybody seems to have been working out and secretly going to media classes on the side because everybody said the politically correct answer when asked.
Yeah.
Hey, what did you work on? Oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
You know,
a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Oh, what's the lineup is? We'll see. We'll see. We'll insert this guy. We'll insert that guy.
Mm-hmm.
See what works. No. I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
It's like
it's up in the air.
It's like an iron wall between Knicks and the media.
Yeah. Which is warranted. I get it, but don't leave the fans out, man. Don't leave us in the win.
I don't think they care that much.
I know they don't, but I'm just asking for something. Don't leave us out in the wind. They don't care.
I felt the same way.
They don't
I'm
care.
watching all of the interviews. I watched Jalen Brunson's interview. He was dry, sugar honey iced
Uh,
tea.
oh,
Pause.
sorry about that too. He says he's not our savior.
He's not.
Listen, it's not up to him. It's definitely not up to him. He has a say in it. Yo, it's going to be bad because with him, he has 25 the first game. He's going to become the greatest point guard of all time. He can't score less than 20. He can't in New York media, New York fandom. He can't score less than 20 because he's going to be our savior. He scores. He goes out and scores 15 after telling us that he's not our savior. He can't do that. Welcome to New York.
Like, I'm just gonna go out and be myself.
And be yourself? No.
I'm not gonna be anyone but myself.
Yeah, we're gonna put him. He's gonna become our savior. Don't let him have 40. Lord, it's over. He's going for MVP in New York.
Oh yeah,
if he has 40,
it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be a hot city. I mean,
yep.
they won 37 games last year. How many games do you think Jalen Brunson had, Tom?
How many does he add? I mean, 3 maybe.
3?
Again, I don't think.
I'm
that
just
they're
asking how many. I mean, do you feel like he adds to that 37 mark, or you don't feel like he adds to that 37 mark? That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, probably 3 games, probably 40.
40 games. What you think, Chris?
Yeah.
How much you think he adds?
How many did the Knicks win?
Knicks won 37 games last season.
37.
Close to the mic.
7 games.
7 games?
7 games.
So what's that?
7 games.
37.
43.
43.
42. 40. 44.
44.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
44 wins. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take 44 wins. 44 wins. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah.
I think he brings something new to the New York Knicks. You know, is you got a leader, you got a guard, and to get off Jalen Brunson really quick, you know, RJ was asked. He was asked a question like, you know, everyone wants to know like, can you be that guy? And I think just hearing that constantly, I feel like it's giving it. He has a little chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
To prove, and he gave his definition, and they asked him his definition of being that guy, and he expressed definitely being a leader. And I think RJ has the qualities of a leader. So I think I've said this before in other episodes, saying it again. He's going to take that leap this year. He's going to want to be and try to be that guy this year.
Yeah.
Working on his games again. He said he's working on his weaknesses, which is to me his off the bounce game, like his in between. You know, I feel like once he gets that down packed and shooting off the dribble,
Yeah.
his ceiling is sky high.
You think he's here for MVP season? Not MVP. Not MVP. I'm sorry. All-Star.
That's contingent on the Knicks' success during the season. So, you know, as well as they do, if he's playing up to par, absolutely.
I think he can get to 24 points too. I think he can get to like 24, 25. You know what I mean?
I look at it.
Go ahead.
You finish? I look at it like this. It's like we're in a position where we're good enough to not suck, but we're not good enough to be talked about as a top team. And it's like it's more uncertainty with the Knicks than more knowing what's going on. Like with the Nets, you know who's going to do what. With the Nets, we don't even know who the starting two guard is. We don't even know if Randall's going to be here. We don't even know if Obi is starting. We don't even know if they're going to run the offense through RJ. Like, it's too much uncertainty with the Knicks, and I think they're just going to be playing in the same predicament unless the West beats up on the East, where they could win 40 games and sneak into the play. And that's the only thing I can see. I wish they would call it what it is just figuring out the team instead of pushing Tibbs to. Well, Tibbs himself is pushing to win, and that's like kind of like the problem it should be like a more so a rebuild type of season, figuring out what you want to do before we go out there and try to figure out, and it makes it worse than what it is.
But I mean, how
Definitely
many
gonna be
times they gonna
close.
keep
Yeah.
rebuilding? I mean, they've been
Definitely gonna
rebuilding
be
for
close.
It's not rebuilding, just keep the success up. Like Tibbs is trying to compete, and that will take away from people's development versus just developing. Keep getting better every year. I think that's just the line. Like competing and development. Like maybe sometimes he'll play Rose in a situation where Quickly could benefit because he thinks Rose has been there. Quickly has never been there, so he doesn't get a chance to. That's just like one game that might affect where
You
they
think
are.
that
You
he
know,
should? Okay, you think that Tibbs or a coach should not play the best player he feels like he should play for that
I should say
moment
it shouldn't be the
situation?
best player. It shouldn't be the player that you play at the best moment, but the player who can benefit more in that moment. Because Rose been in those moments plenty of times, but Quickly will benefit more in the long run.
I hear what you're saying. I disagree though. I think
Mhm.
I think
Why so?
you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't then say, yo, I want to develop, and then when they start losing, being like, yo, we need to lose more to get a top 3 pick, top 2 pick. It's like I mean, you got to build a team some kind of way. You know what I mean? And if they are building through the draft at this moment,
True,
sorry.
but it's just so much uncertainty. That's my thing.
The New York Knicks need to be in the same idea scope as the Oklahoma City Thunder. Same type thing. RJ has to show me he's a leader. RJ can't go to Julius Randle and tell him to do anything. Julius is not listening to RJ. Until RJ becomes that type of
Sorry, let's go
guy,
back on that point later. I want to go back on that point that you just said. I gotta
until
make
he
a mention.
becomes that type of guy, the Knicks are gonna be in a tough spot. They're spending a lot of money on guys who RJ for sure is not telling anybody what to do.
Well, to that point, Tone.
He's not that guy.
To that point, Derrick Rose is being interviewed,
That's
and
what I
then
was
he
gonna
spoke
head
about
next.
that. He spoke about keeping people accountable, having a team that the 15th
From
guy
one
could
through
tell
five, 1 through
the
5.
the 15th guy could tell the star guy, hey, you missed something, you missed that assignment,
Yeah,
and him not get
assignment.
upset. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that's how it should be, and that's how it's gonna be this season. You know what I mean? That
Right.
we'll be able to hold guys accountable for mistakes they're making on the court.
Right.
So
Give
like I agree with you.
constructive criticism without them getting
I agree with you that needs to happen, and it seems like they know that needs to happen too, and that's the change that what I mean, like the leadership, like Derrick Rose, him being a vet, what I
Yeah.
mean, is trying to mold there. Is that where you was going, Henny?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna exactly. I was gonna say. I was gonna say that Rose is talking about how everybody should be able to talk to everybody, no matter what it is. If it's a misassignment, it's a misassignment. Sometimes these 15 players are the smartest people on the team.
Right.
If they see something, you should listen to them, regardless of a vet. You should always listen to other people's perspective, and
Right.
and everybody knows who he's talking about. It was a sub to Randall.
It was a sub to Randall.
Randall didn't take criticism very well. He didn't, and you can see it on court. He missed plays. He didn't get back. He complained to refs like he's some type of star, And that's that's the fault of New York. It just comes with New York. Everybody's not built for it, but everybody can't have a season like that as well. So it's a double-edged sword there. But I haven't seen any like I'm that guy through Randall. I think he's humbled in a good way, that he would play very much better. And I feel like if they decide to run through RJ, he would be a great compliment to him. That's what
I agree.
that's
I
what
want-
the aura is looking like. But it's social media. I don't
Yeah,
trust
it's
social
all-
media. So
It's media. It's
No,
media
I mean,
day.
I mean,
Yeah.
not
Media
even just
day.
social media. I mean, he said it himself. Like he said, Um, he said, he felt like with the addition of Jalen Brunson being a point guard and having Derrick Rose come back, um, is gonna help take the ball out of his hands.
Best Christmas
Um,
gift ever.
yeah, he said that he was like, it's gonna help take the ball out of his hands. So are we gonna get a new Julius Randle? Or are we gonna get the new old Julius Randle? And hopefully, like what you've been saying a long time, Henny, that just more efficient. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he being more efficient.
Yeah.
And
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel like he feels the same way. I feel like
Yeah,
I feel like he feels the same way.
I feel like Randall is a good ISO 4. He's a good ISO 4. I'm not, he makes it when he makes it. He can score, but he had to do it all the time. He had to do it all the time. We had no point guard, and he was the ball was put in his hands. He's literally having quickly inbound the ball to him to run the offense when the other team scores. So now that he doesn't have to worry about that, he can worry about other things, being more efficient, running plays, actually setting a screen.
Getting
That
down
was
the
my
court,
problem with him, getting down the court.
not jogging,
He's
walking,
these are
complaining to the
things.
ref.
These are things I want to see. I want to see the little things. It's easy. Like it's easy. You not the LeBron could do that,
Wait, why you?
and he don't. He don't always do that.
All right,
I'm lying. He does.
I want to ask.
He
So,
does.
you
No, I'm
think-
just saying, like he's acting like a star where stars don't do that. Like, why are you taking plays off? Why you not getting back down the court? Why you not hustling? Like, who do you think you are?
So Showtime Tone. So you the GM, you Leon Rose, you having that call to Leon Rose. Julius having that top 25 player in the league season. It's December, January rolling around. You traded him?
I'm trading him. Listen, I think we've seen Julius Randle peak, right? Do we
Yeah.
think he could get any better? I think we've seen him play his best season. It happened to be in a contract year where he was able to benefit from it, and that's great for him, right? But I think we've seen the most he can do. He can shoot some threes. He can do some iso ball. Like, all right, cool. Um, I need my best player, who's RJ Barrett, to be able to be a captain. And if Julius Randle is going to be in the way of him being a captain, if RJ Barrett doesn't feel comfortable going to Julius Randle, like, dude, I need you to be better. I need you to improve. I need you here. I need you there.
Right.
If I can see that he's not confident doing that, I'm getting rid of Julius Randle because that is a problem. Because he's peaked. I don't think we've seen RJ peak. RJ's still going up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
So-
I think you're right as far as, and like we probably won't see a better individual season with Randall, but I feel like, and probably Chris would agree with me, with the addition of Jalen Brunson, we'll see a different Julius Randle that will probably help the team better. It'll be like a better team Julius Randle. Say to that, Chris.
Yeah, I definitely agree. We'll see a different Julius Randle. But to piggyback on Tone's point, it has to be some sense of culture. Like, we got to know who's gonna be setting the tone, right, Tone? We got to see who's gonna be setting the tone for the New York Knicks, right? They got to know that they have to have some kind of identity. Like, we got to know
identity.
who their leader is, who's gonna be the guy to get the guys in line, right? Again, it can't be RJ if he can't go to Julius, and Julius is going to be getting upset, and then he's going to be on the court, and you can see it in his body language. That's just not going to be a good look for the New York Knicks. So,
I was telling HB this. Watch it. He looks RJ off a lot last season. And he's like, "What you talking about? What you talking about? I was like, "It's crazy. Like you don't see it." RJ would get hot, and then Randall would get jealous.
They gotta buy in. They gotta buy in. Like if Julius is not buying in to have one of those hard nosed seasons, he's still like you said, Henny. He's not a superstar. He hasn't really done anything yet. Julius has to find a way to still again be efficient, but also do those little things too as well. Like he gotta get physical on defense. He gotta cut hard. You gotta be willing to move without the ball, set screens. You gotta buy in.
This is a redemption season for him.
And he gotta be coachable. He has to be.
Yeah, he gotta be coachable.
Yeah. I said, look, he seems humbled. He seems humbled. I'm willing to give him one more chance because it can't get no worse.
One more chance.
It can't get no worse.
I think he could do it too. I don't see why not. I think they understand,
especially with a point guard.
He understands what's at stake for him as a player in the NBA. So
that's like we should have. If they would have seen what I seen, we should have traded him when his value was high. I don't think his value could get any worse. It could only get better. So you might as well just see where it goes. Just ride it out. Either raise his stock or get a first round pick.
In other news, this guy that's on the screen pissed off the fans day one with his Evan Fournier tape. Talking about Evan Fournier. Fournier's, the front runner. Yep, front runner.
I told you this.
What, Chris?
Regretfully.
I said I told you this.
I was upset.
So he's the New York Knicks best 3-point shooter. Like this is a 3-point shooting league.
Player at that position that should be playing at that position. Those minutes.
He's the biggest threat on the 3-point line.
Yeah.
I think a backcourt with him and Evan. With him and Jalen.
So who's the best player? Who's the best player at that position?
RJ Barrett, in my opinion.
No.
Well, I mean, who should be starting over him? Is what you're asking, Cone?
No, he asked you who's the better player at that position.
Well, another question. What's your start line for the Knicks?
No.
Who's the best player at that position?
Grimes. I'll take Grimes. He's a better defender, and he's as good a shooter. Based off of the games that he's played, he's clearly our best perimeter defender on our team.
Right, that's
Grimes is also in a booth.
He still haven't proven to be a better player.
Yeah, but he hasn't proven it in the sense of
there's a lot of uncertainty
games,
in your
but
voice,
there's a lot of potential there.
Absolutely,
and if
there is a lot of potential. There is a lot of potential.
Yeah,
absolutely. I'm not saying there isn't, but
if you're not going to trade Donovan Mitchell for him, he has to play. He should play, right? Because earlier. In another interview with Tom Thibodeau, homie Tom Thibodeau was like, yo, the second unit quickly enrolls in Obi. That's what he said. He said quickly enrolls in Obi. Isaiah Hartenstein is gonna have to play. You just paid the man. I don't see him not playing.
He actually passed it, by the way.
So what is Tibbs not seeing that you see?
Right.
He play with the Tibbs only likes the vets.
Obi's not a vet.
No. I'm saying, I don't know. All right, let me clarify. Because you getting me in a corner, it's getting hot. I'm like, feel like I'm fighting Tank Davis right now.
I'm just trying to understand, my guy. I'm just trying to understand.
So look,
mind you, I like Quentin Grimes. By the way, I just want you to understand.
I love him.
I like Quentin.
I'm just saying, if you're not gonna involve Quentin Grimes in the Donovan Mitchell trade, you have to play him, right? And if he's showing you that he can defend at an elite level, which is why Tom Thibodeau fell in love with him in the first place and kept playing him, you gotta play him. And he's a great catch and shoot player. You gotta play him 3-and-D. Evan Fournier is a 3-point shooter. That's the only thing he can do on a court. Shoot. If he's not shooting well, he's not contributing to anything else on the court. If Quentin Grimes doesn't have the ball in his hands, he can still impact the game. I think that's important.
You remember
That's my
Lou
point.
Will? You
Huh?
remember Lou Will? Remember Lou Will?
Yeah,
Lou Will in the NBA is considered a microwave player.
right,
Evan Fournier is considered a microwave player.
right.
Because when he gets hot, there's no turning him
I
off.
agree with you. But
Grimes,
Lou Will don't
Grimes
start.
is
He doesn't.
Grimes is, but he plays the most minutes.
He don't
Grimes
start.
is not. No, I hear what you're saying.
I
hear what
think the
you're saying.
role for
The
Evan
reason
Fournier
the
shouldn't be a
reason that-
starter. He should be coming off the bench like a Lou Williams. That's what I think.
But Grimes can't start right now.
Yeah,
You haven't seen enough to show him. You haven't seen enough.
nah, we've seen
You haven't
enough.
seen enough.
And I also
We've
feel
seen
like,
enough to know he could
to your
defend at a
point-
high level.
to your point, Durham, Lou Will is coming off the bench, but he's coming off the bench to teams that have shooters on the floor. Who's your
That
shooter?
too. Yeah.
And
Who's your
Grimes.
shooter?
I feel like Fournier is a in a situation. I feel like Fournier is kind of better. I would like to see Grimes start,
Yeah, of
see
course
the
he's
young
better.
blood develop, but
He's
Fournier
a microwave.
is just. Yeah, I don't think Grimes is a microwave.
Because
No.
who's to say Evan Fournier might not have a better season?
Fournier could win you a game by himself.
Lose
He's a
you two of
microwave.
them in a row.
he could lose you games too.
Right.
This was
But
his
that's-
first year
that's
in
the
New York
cost of
too,
doing-
though. This is
That's
first
the
year
cost
in
of
New
doing
York
business.
Your boy Quentin Grimes shot 38% last year. But for 4
Too. How many
attempts,
games? How many games?
17 minutes.
How many games?
How many games? Said how many games?
Just do the
Yeah.
per 30 on that.
46 games. 46 because he wasn't playing in the beginning of the year. COVID happened, and then he dropped he started dropping game after game, and then he forced Thibodeau to play him. Thibodeau
Right.
couldn't not play him anymore. It was like, God damn, this kid is literally playing great defense, shooting well. I have to play him. So what Thibodeau do? He put him in the rotation.
Well,
He
there's
got in the
context because
rotation.
they
He
were
was
also-
in the rotation and then cracked his
They were
kneecap
injured.
and then got injured. Say that again?
Yeah, there was a lot of injuries that got him into the rotation. So there's-
Yeah,
there's a little bit more
But that's what
context there.
happens. It don't matter how it happens. It happens when you get your opportunity, and he thrived on it, which made Tom Thibodeau, which made him one of Tom Thibodeau's favorites, and why he kept playing. That's essentially what happened.
I don't
Tommy
think
was like-
Grimes is at the position where he can win you a game single-handedly.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know.
He can
I
get
agree.
there. He can get there.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's there yet.
No, I
For
don't
the
think
for the
he-
moment, Fournier is just a better fit as of right
I don't
now. I
how
think
he
Grimes
does,
Also-
he does
also-
one thing,
Right,
Also,
and
listen to
that's
this,
what
right?
we need.
So listen
but
to
it's
this
just the
too.
one. No,
right?
you don't. I don't think.
No,
that-
listen, real quick, right? You put Evan Fournier on the bench, right? Then you're bringing him in with Quickly, somebody else who doesn't play defense. Then you bring Fournier, somebody else.
That's
who
not
doesn't
true.
play
That's not true. Quickly does play defense. Why do you say that he doesn't play defense?
defense.
he's not locking down
If you're a
somebody. You can't
coach,
tell
if-
him to go and
He's a
lock
better
down
defender than
somebody.
Evan Fournier.
I
Okay, no.
agree, but I'm not having Fournier
Okay,
in
so
there
what are
to
we talking
defend.
about?
But I'm
Quickly
saying he's
don't
not a
know.
top. He's not a top. I'm just saying he's not a top.
He's
defender.
better
Like,
than
he's not
Evan
known-
Fournier.
He's not okay. That's not
Okay,
hard.
so
But
what's
I'm
your
just-
point?
Let's say
You
that
didn't let me
that's
finish
true.
before
I'm
you
sorry.
cut me off.
You're right. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm
let
sorry.
him finish.
You're putting in players, right? You have a player like RJ Barrett who can make up for so much on defense, right? So you could put Evan Fournier in there with him. Why put Evan Fournier in with the weaker defender?
That was where I was gonna go. Who would
I
you
put him in
rather?
with-
What's a better combination? Quickly and Grimes or Quickly and Fournier?
Being Grimes.
Okay, so that's the answer to your why Evan Fournier is starting.
You still
Evan
have to
Fournier.
have a-
It sounds like he shouldn't be on the team.
You still have to have a.
Yo,
Oh,
you
now
hate
we're
this
going
guy.
somewhere else. Now we're
You still
going
have to
somewhere
have a
else.
bench. You have to
Evan
have
Fournier
a
can play the
unit on
three.
bench.
Evan Fournier can play the 3 next to Quickly,
Nah.
Grimes, and
You're
Evan
going
Fournier. He
somewhere
can play the
He's
3.
he's a
He's
tall
6'7".
2, small 3. He's a tall
You're
2,
going-
small 3.
He's
I'd rather have
6'7".
I'd rather him have a big body.
Chris didn't even know how
against
tall he
twos.
was.
I'd rather him have a
I
big
know.
body against 2s than
Evan
3s.
Fournier.
Yeah, I understand, but you're going somewhere else. You know that he's a two guard, and you rather him play with
He-
R.J. Barrett and the starters than
No, I
with
don't.
Quickly. And you just said that.
No, I don't. I do not
You
rather him play
just
with
said
Art.
that.
No, I do. You know,
Do
you
you
know, I did
rather
not.
what is a better combination, Quickly and Evan
Oh,
or
Quickly and
Quickly and
Grimes.
Grimes?
I said Quickly and Grimes. I never said Evan. Look, you're not
Right.
listening.
So are you
Right,
listening?
that's his point. He's saying
Yeah,
that's
he's saying
the
so. So what's
combination
the
that you would
so where
rather
did
come off
Fournier
the
go?
bench.
Yeah, but you guys forgetting about another player, Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose is playing.
Grimes
Derrick
not.
Rose isn't starting.
No, but so I'm saying. So it's gonna be Quickly, Rose, Evan Fournier.
All right, let's be technical.
That's my point.
Do you like Quickly and Rose or Quickly and Grimes?
Quickly and Rose.
Okay, so that makes Grimes the third best player. You just keep knocking him back.
No. I'm talking about the back. I'm talking about with the
backup.
with the bench. Yeah, with the bench.
Yeah.
Right?
So if
Grimes-
they're on the bench, then they're not starting.
Yeah, because here's
So
the thing.
Evan Fournier is going to start because he's a better fit with RJ Barrett.
No. I disagree because I rather Grimes. I rather Grimes and Jalen Brunson with RJ than Jalen than J. Oh, she didn't understand that either. Let me say it again. I rather Grimes and Jalen Brunson over Jalen Brunson and Evan Fournier. That's what I'm saying. That's the backcourt. RJ's not the backcourt. RJ's playing the three.
So you like Quickly and Evan Fournier.
No, Evan Fournier will play the three. So I like Quickly with Rose and Evan Fournier and Grimes in the starting
Fournier doesn't
lineup
play
with
the three.
RJ
He's
and
a
Jalen
shooting
Brunson.
guard.
That's what I'm
He's a
saying.
shooting guard. He's a shooting guard.
Ooh.
You know that. Evan Fournier is a shooting guard.
He only can play one position?
He is a shooting guard. Do
That's
you know that?
Here's what I'm asking. Can he only
Do
play
you
one
know
position?
that? Oh my
It's positionless
God.
basketball. Tom,
All right,
Tom
bro.
Thibodeau say it all the time.
All right.
And he say it all the time.
Okay.
Positionless basketball. He only can play one position? No.
You say he can't play defense, so why would I want him guarding threes?
He can't be in the game nowhere. So in order to we gotta cut off our nose to despite our face.
I'm
what you're
talking
saying right
about
now.
what you.
When
I'm
you pay
repeating
him,
what you
yeah.
said.
When you
Nah.
pay him,
Is what you said, boy.
Nah.
You said it.
I didn't. I said put him at the three, coming off the bench. I'm cool with that. He can guard threes. He could guard a backup three.
So go apply for Tip's job then.
I
He
need
don't
to.
play defense, but he can guard it.
I need to. I need to.
on Fournier, he also said that he's gonna, because of how the system was last year.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to play defense, so maybe
said
this is a. Fournier said that.
Who said that?
Fournier.
That was his representation
All
talking.
right, I'm done.
That don't
You
make
know what
Because
I'm.
of
You know what I'm interested in? I want to know where Cam Reddish fits into all of this. That's. I want to know where he's going to fit in all of this because I feel like he could play a nice role on the Knicks
Yeah, where's
If
Cam
he's
Reddish
given-
going?
if he's given the opportunity.
You gotta come close to the mic, bro. You pulling.
He has the potential to be a two-way as well.
I mean, you can name 10 players in Tibbs rotation before you name Cam Reddish. I guess
Right,
you know what
because he
Cam
doesn't
Reddish
play.
is about.
Yeah.
What you said, Henny?
That's what.
I said, yeah, I was
He doesn't play.
agreeing. I was
Right.
agreeing.
So that's my
Don't
thing.
play.
It's like if you didn't get rid of him, what's he doing?
It was a terrible trade. That's how I look at Cam Reddish. A terrible trade. We gave up an unprotected first round pick for Cam Reddish.
He's about to
and-
rot on the bench.
He's staying on the bench. He has an
That's
extension
bad
year.
coaching. That's bad coaching. I don't think it's a terrible trade. It's bad coaching. Cam Reddish can do
Yeah.
everything.
He don't fit his system. It got to be
He can do
something.
everything.
What's he
He
doing?
can do
What's
everything.
he not
Exactly.
doing?
Exactly.
What's he not doing?
He's a 3-level scorer and he plays defense.
He don't got the
Yeah,
motor.
he can do everything.
He don't got the motor.
Yeah.
Coach,
That has to be what it is. Absolutely.
He
That
don't got
has
the
to
motor.
be.
His attitude or something.
He's
I'm
probably
saying he
he's
don't-
And I
clearly,
think
clearly not
that's
working
based
hard
off. I think that's coaching based. That can be changed with coaching.
It hasn't happened yet. I mean, he's been.
Yeah.
I feel like he started well for Atlanta last year and then just fell.
He was playing in Atlanta. That's
Yeah,
why
he
I
was
was
playing.
like, when he went to the Knicks, I was like, oh, that's great. He gets to the Knicks, he's not even playing.
When he was playing
that
in
doesn't make
Atlanta,
no
when he
sense.
played, he was playing all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was kind of. I think he was having an ankle injury.
Yeah. And he was also fighting for spots too, because you had.
But why did Atlanta trade him?
Right.
If he's the next coming of Paul George, why trade him?
You have a younger DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, DeAndre Hunter is
There was
better for that team.
overlap. There was overlap in his position. That's
Right.
why.
I think
You had a
also
younger DeAndre Hunter.
So
Cam
he
Cam
can't
seems
be
like
that
he needs
good.
the ball. He needs the ball in his hands.
He
He
can't
seemed
be
like
that good if there's overlap in his position.
Yeah,
There's all right. Is
right.
Jordan Poole
Because
good?
he's the
That's the
odd
team.
man out.
Is Jordan Poole good?
He's not the odd man out though,
He can be.
but he's not. Cam Reddish was
What
the
are-
odd
what are you
man out and
saying?
got traded.
Yeah,
That's my
that's because
point.
we know that. That's because we know that now. But
Yeah,
there's
he's still
overlap
not
in
getting.
his
He's still not
position.
playing. He's not gonna.
That's what I'm saying to you. There's overlap. There's a bunch of teams that have overlap on their teams, and what they did was they got a first round pick. That's a great trade when you have overlap in your position. If Golden State takes Jordan Poole and get first round picks, that's a great trade.
Yeah, it's a great trade for Atlanta, but it's a terrible trade for New York.
because they are not playing him. That's a New York thing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Let's not. Please don't act like you haven't seen Cam Reddish get in the game, play well, and get subbed out in 5 minutes.
I understand that,
Like,
but he's not gonna play. So what is he doing?
that's a coaching thing. That's
So,
what
so, so
I
that's
keep
so this is
saying.
what I'm saying to you, right? Like at the end of the day, it's the results of this transaction doesn't look good, and during Leon
It
Rose's,
doesn't. If they're not gonna play him, it looks horrible.
it looks horrible.
Right.
And
Yeah,
during
it's bad.
during Leon Rose press conference or interview where he had with Alan Hahn, he said like, "Yo, all that rotation stuff is up to Tibbs. It's up to Tibbs."
So his rotation is what's holding it back. And you're right. You do. have a
And he
point.
said
if he's not gonna
Tibbs
play, then
Tibbs is a 2-time
it's
coach of
terrible.
the year. I trust Tibbs. Tibbs not getting fired.
Yo, they fired Dwayne Casey for being the coach of the year.
Honestly, Leon
They
Rose
fired
said all
Dwayne
of
Casey
that.
for losing to LeBron.
Leon
Like,
Rose.
what you do? Like,
Leon Rose might have to get fired. He's
Like
been making
LeBron-
some really bad decisions.
LeBron really lost Dwayne Casey's job.
how do you
That's
do
serious.
that, man?
That's
They were
serious.
trying. They were really trying. That's what-
Then he lost his job, and LeBron
And
went to another
left.
conference.
Yo, they were
And then they
automatically-
won a
were
cha- and then they
automatically
won a
going to
championship.
finals.
And then they won a chip.
And they won a chip.
Yo,
That's
I
funny,
really called that. I said, once LeBron left and they replaced the top 10 player with a top 5 player, no LeBron, finals chip. Called it. But, you know, stuff happened in that thing too. A lot of people got injured, but still called it.
Still called it.
Yeah, there was
Let's
a
go
lot
out
of luck
west.
involved
You need a lot of luck to win a championship.
against Golden State.
Yes, Golden State.
Yeah.
You do. You need a lot of luck. LeBron needed a lot of luck.
Yo,
lot.
somebody made a good comment the other day about LeBron. It was like a lot of people win championships in LeBron's era. Everybody wins. That was kind of crazy. I thought I was disrespectful. But let's move on.
LeBron's
Let's go out
played-
west.
wait,
Let's
LeBron's
go
played-
LeBron.
LeBron played for 20 years.
Hey, LeBron. Hey, LeBron. How you doing? How was
Greatest
media
of all
day?
time.
You said what, Kenny?
Greatest of all time.
How's media day?
That was beautiful. LeBron was dribbling. Can't get no better than that. I didn't really hear what people said.
You didn't hear what
Watched
people
the
said about LeBron? I'm trying
People
to
said stuff about LeBron.
They always say stuff. They're always wrong.
That's what makes him LeBron, though. Brandon Ingram hasn't been on the team in a long time, though.
Ooh, we got old mixtapes.
This is LeBron got 20
LeBron
years.
wasn't even him.
I
Yeah, you
saw
can
the
find anything.
Bi clip. I was like, Bi got a whole afro now.
Is that
Bi
Lance
looks
Stevenson?
crazy.
Yeah.
They can't stop LeBron. Look at that and one. They can't stop LeBron
Hey LeBron, how was media day?
and one.
No, I thought LA's media day was really good though. A lot
Yeah.
of Bronny came up. Bronny's career
He's
is
the
gonna
greatest
really
student
be,
athlete.
yeah. He's the media is gonna really help him do a lot of things in his career.
Yeah.
But that's
You
that's
don't got
awesome,
yo. You don't even got to play basketball. He that dope.
right?
You just go to school, get a nice degree or something.
Ah,
See you later, Tony.
my bad.
Tony's
Hold
out
on,
of here.
y'all.
I don't know. What just am I here? You hear
Where
me?
Tony go?
Yeah, we hear you. He's in the abyss.
What happened?
We can't see you. Come to the light. Turn your camera on.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, where you
My
at?
mic is good.
Oops. Since we doing crazy stuff, I am hungry.
Coming.
Hold
Go ahead.
down.
Go ahead. Keep going.
He said, yo, what you doing? Like we wasn't gonna notice he wasn't here.
I thought my mic went out too.
So what?
I thought my mic went out.
There you go.
Alright, we
Yeah,
back. There you
it
go.
is.
I'm back. I'm back.
Man.
But yeah, my takeaway from media day was the way they try to get Russ to turn up and get upset, and he kept us cool. I was like, yo, leave that man alone, man. Leave him alone.
They were trying to attack. They were trying to get him. They were definitely trying to get him.
They were trying to get him pissed.
Somebody asked him, "Do you think the Lakers want you here?"
Why did you ask that?
Oh
man?
yeah, yup. Yeah.
What? I'm like,
That person.
but
that person.
but
that person probably gonna lose their job.
I definitely
Or
want
get a
to
raise.
commend Russ on keeping his cool and handling that.
They be dating my boy.
Yeah,
They were definitely trying to beat him.
yeah, they was being
Well, yeah.
crazy. What you saying, Chris?
He definitely kept his cool. You know, he expressed how, you know, his relationship with Darvin Ham was going. You know, he said Darvin Ham keeps in contact with him. He said since day one.
Mhm.
And again, you know, I feel like Darvin Ham, you know,
Very well.
he commands the room. I feel like
Yeah.
he's given that presence there as a coach, and you know he's letting guys know, like, you know, we could do this. I'm here for you on and off the court. He's a player. I feel like he's a player's coach, and the relationships that he's developing with these guys early on. You know, again, back to that word identity. I feel like the Lakers are gonna have an identity. You keep hearing they're stressing defense, and
You gotta
the
come close
Lakers
to the
can
mic.
the Lakers could be monstrous on defense. Even Patrick Beverly said it in his interview. He said we want to focus on defense and rebounding. He said if we play defense and the shot goes up and we don't get the rebound, that's terrible defense.
Right.
But we did all that for nothing. So
Nothing.
we want to focus
Right.
on playing good defense and making sure we get rebounds. Or limiting teams to one shot. You know, and I feel like the addition with Pat Beverly, you know, he's gonna push guys. He's that blue collar guys. He said he push guys in different ways, things that they don't see. He's gonna let them know, even if it's something as small as their diet. He's gonna let them know, like, yo, seeing
Yeah,
this,
fat.
maybe you should change this. Maybe you should do this. He said it doesn't always got to be, you know, like yelling or screaming in your ear or doing, you know. He's gonna work. He's gonna do whatever the coach is asking him. He's gonna be out there working hard. He's gonna be a pest. That's something that the Lakers needed.
You know what's so funny? If you didn't think the media shines light on whatever LeBron does, you should know it now, because you don't see these things about Patrick Beverly. You only see the bad side. Now you see how good of a teammate he is. And why is that highlighted now? He's probably been doing that all his career, but why is it highlighted now?
I think because he's just on the Lakers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, if you don't see that the media watches what LeBron does and who's around him, this should be it.
If y'all don't
There's a
know
lot of
nothing-
sides of Patrick Beverly you don't see.
Listen, if
Well,
y'all been watching,
and
if y'all watch any of our podcasts, people, y'all know Henny love LeBron. This guy just always find
So
a
does the
way
media.
to bring LeBron back to
right.
the situation. I mean, we in LA right now. I know we in LA right now. I get it.
I'm just saying,
God damn.
would you see Patrick Beverly being that type of person?
Nah, son, I actually agree
I
with
do.
you. But there's an opposite side of that. Playing with LeBron could also end your career. There's a lot of players that had good careers. They played with LeBron and it was over.
There's
They
more
were
that got
over after
contracts.
LeBron. So a lot of them got contracts, but a lot of their careers was over after that.
Who?
Pat Beverly, if the Lakers don't have a good season, Pat Beverly not going nowhere else. Nobody want like he's old. He's on the Lakers. They losing. He's losing on the Lakers, which makes it that worse. I'm like, nah, bro. This could be the end for him. So if it's the end for Russ, this is definitely the end for Pat Beverly.
I feel you can always
So
find a
playing
space
with
for Pat.
LeBron.
Yeah,
Say that again?
I agree with
Yeah.
Dom. I think there's always a spot for Pat Bev because he is that blue collar guy. Like he don't require much. Like he's gonna go out there and do all the little dirty work. Like if you're in a series, right, and you need to agitate one player, you just sick Pat Bev right on him. Like yo,
Yeah.
and
Pat
he's
Bev will
not
guard a
There's a lot
center.
of players.
and he's
There's a
fearless.
lot of players like that. Though.
Fearless.
There's a lot of players like that.
Yeah,
I feel like it's I don't maybe
if
it
I
is,
was
but
if
feel
I was
like
the
it's
Lakers
hard to find
coach,
players like him.
I would put Patrick Beverly on Joel if he's having one of them nights and there's no answer. I would just throw him out there, see what happens.
No, it's funny you say that, right? Because they asked him. They say, "Yo, hey, Patrick Bev, is it who do you like? Who's easier to guard, like guards or wings?" He's like, "Well, the number said I lock them both up, so
So
it's the same
I
to
guess
me.
it's the same.
No
I saw it.
disrespect, but just look at the numbers. I lock them both up." I said,
You need that person. That
"Oh,
type of. You need that on your team. You
I
just need
mean,
that.
he got the numbers to back him up."
Right.
I just hope he continues to have a good career because that's a lot of talk he's talking.
But that's the
NBA
thing.
is
He's
very,
always talk like
very-
that.
He's always
See you
been
later.
this
He's
way.
always talk like that. It's just because he's on the Lakers. It's just because he's on the Lakers.
Boy, I got cut off again.
See you later. He's in the abyss.
Man, I guess nobody likes what I'm saying tonight.
Well, he's in the abyss. I got to fight for that.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, man. I think I love what he was talking about. That they kept talking about his relationship with Russ. He's like, yeah,
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
you know, he came over, on his plane. I came over on my yacht. We both had dinner, wine for 3 hours. We talked about everything. He had his 2-star Michelin chef cook the meal. I had mine come through, cook dessert. That's it.
Not 2-star.
That's what he said.
I had 2-star Michelin.
He said
He said that.
he did say
Oh.
2.
Crazy part is I was waiting for him to say, nah, I'm just messing with y'all.
Yeah, but he
said
kept
that, and
going.
He had the straightest face after. Like he said, next question.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I will.
You guys think Pat Bev gonna have an impactful season this year?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
I mean, he has an impact season
I
every
really
year.
hope.
Oh,
What he does,
Pat Bev is that player that you would hate to play against and you
Right.
would love to have on your team. Like
Right. Just so
He's-
he don't mess
he
with
is-
you.
he is
But
that guy.
the numbers back it up. It's not like he just don't be like his
Yeah,
defensive
just-
numbers are all there.
Right. And a
Nah,
quote
he has
like
good numbers, but guys in the league say that he just running around making noise.
That's what
Right.
Russell
I was gonna
Westbrook
say,
said.
I was gonna say that.
Russell
I was gonna
said
say
that.
that.
He
But the numbers
apologized.
are
He
like
said they
the
had
elite-
dinner.
Of course.
knows what
of
they
course
said?
Of course.
Who knows what they said? I think they
But
were.
the
I think they
elite
were
players
arm
in the
wrestling.
league probably all feel the same. He just running around making noise.
I mean,
I
Statistically,
don't know.
who cares?
it doesn't matter what they say. Statistically, him running around making noise is doing something. Every time he probably run around, yo, screaming in their ear, yo. They missed.
Pat Bev also said Russ has been fooling us for years. So
He did say that too.
Nah, he said Pat Bev was like, yo, what really buried the hatchet was when he was in Houston. He got courtside seats for his sister.
for his sister,
Yeah, he was like, yo, that's
he said
real.
it all started from there.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that.
And that's the stuff. And that's the stuff we don't see. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And
it's
he said it too
highlighted.
in it, of course. But he said in the interview, he said he loves watching the media just make something out of nothing. They
Right.
just keep running with it, like making a beef that's not really there, and they're just going and going and going. They just don't understand like two alphas like going at each other on the court like that aren't friendly when they get on the court. It's gonna look ugly at times. I don't mean they hate each other.
They're competing.
And Pat Bev said it too. He said when we play the Clippers, you know, when we in those lines, we're not friends. He said after the game, don't pull up for some wine. If you're not that mad. But that's how it is, bro. It's a game. Like you're competing. Like nobody's going out there trying to lose. You're trying to get the upper edge. And for Pat Bev, that's getting under your skin, harassing you, you know, playing chippy, you know.
I love it. We need more players like that in the NBA. Specialty players is what I call them.
There is. We just don't see it.
I mean, that's what he's trying to. That's when they asked Darvin Ham, they're like, "Yo, if like who's gonna start?" And he's like, "Look, we got a lot. I'm AD and LeBron, blah blah blah, and we got a lot of options at guards. You know what I'm saying? We got Kendrick Nunn, we got Russell Westbrook. He named everybody.
Dennis Schroeder.
I
am back.
Yeah, but Dennis Schroeder not gonna start. I only say that because he's gonna miss a whole week of training camp. So
why is that?
Because he keeps having visa issues.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
He's played in America for years.
They can't believe he gave up all that money, so they keep him there.
That's nuts.
He going back for the minimum. Could have had 4.
He in Germany, right?
Business.
What could have been swimming in the bread?
Women. Now he just
starting guaranteed because they wouldn't have got Russ. They would have got DeRozan.
Yeah.
Yep.
That did happen, right? That was the thing, right? That DeRozan thing.
Allegedly,
he thought it was a done deal.
He thought it was a done deal. His bestie woke him up and said, "Yo, they just signed Russ." Did y'all watch the JJ Redick? Shout out to the JJ Redick podcast, man. Old Man in the 3. Hopefully we can work together. But did y'all watch that? Did anybody see it?
Yeah, I did.
I saw when he was talking about that he thought it was a done deal and
he went to sleep. Russ. He was like, I went on vacation for a couple of days. I was resting. Kyle called me. He's like, yo, it's time for Russ. And he was like, oh, then where I'm gonna go. So he was figuring it out. That's what led him. He called Zach to see if he was staying. And this was during the Olympics or FIBA Olympics probably.
Yeah.
And he asked him if he was staying, and then he made that move.
I'm happy for DeMar though too, because he also said that when he was in San Antonio, he said he felt like he was irrelevant, which I kind of felt too. I felt like he fell off the face of the earth.
Yo, there was a team. I think he was a free agent, right?
Yeah.
There was teams out there offering him the vet minimum.
That's not disrespectful.
So disrespectful. He said he felt it. He said if you look at the numbers, you'll know. I'm not going to say the teams, but if you look at my numbers of what team I went off against, you'll know what team offered me the vet minimum.
Yeah. I hate players like that. I'm happy he didn't go to LA. It would I don't think it would have been a good look for his career. Playing with him and LeBron.
I think he would have gave.
Oh, he would have. I think he would have flourished.
Yeah, he would have flourished.
Yeah. You think so?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Why do you think he would have flourished? He can't space the floor.
They have no wings. Westbrook. They got no wings. Yeah. DeMar DeRozan is one of the most efficient. He's one of the most efficient scorers in the NBA, or wing scorers in the NBA.
But he's playing with LeBron
coming up. Yeah.
LeBron averaged 30 last year because he had to.
Yeah. I don't think LeBron wants to.
LeBron don't want to average 30.
Yeah.
Having a player like DeRozan, another athletic wing who gets to his spots. Like
Make
Rosen
their own
knows how to
bucket.
get to it. Yeah, like he gets his
The
own
only,
bucket.
the only reason him and Russ is not working because Russ can't make his own bucket.
Right, he can't create for
He
himself.
can't create. That's the
cannot create
only
off-
reason. That's the only reason it seems like it's not working. Russ is just having a slump.
DeMar DeRozan just did what
I
he
can see
did
that.
last year, right next to Zach Levine, who is
Right.
not a facilitator.
He's not.
Right. Right.
What
Right.
did-
And
what
they-
did-
I honestly thought Chicago was really the best situation for him, because I mean in San Antonio he looked alright. He
yeah.
I
and
feel
in
like I like
Toronto-
Chicago. I like Chicago, but I feel like they're gonna go as far as Lonzo Ball kneecap.
They're gonna go what?
They're gonna go as far
Come
as
closer.
Lonzo Ball. They're gonna go as far as Lonzo Ball kneecap.
Yeah.
Ain't going
Sucks.
nowhere.
Right.
Sucks.
Hey,
If you
I have a
look at
question.
if you look at it last year, how well they were playing when Lonzo was on the team, and once he got hurt,
They were below
they just
500.
declined. They just declined. Like,
Yeah, because he's the facilitator, and
Right,
he's a
he
great
ran the
defender as
show.
well.
Right.
Exactly.
Them wings having Zach Levine and DeMar on the wing.
Yeah, and then he's
Is
what
that-
6'6".
Boosie, a stretch big. Oh my god.
They're a long, tall team.
Yeah.
yeah.
From 1 to
Is that
3.
Who is
Levine
there for
better?
this year? Who's there for this year? I know Derek
Patrick Williams.
Patrick got
Williams.
hurt. He played this
Yeah,
year?
he's back.
I know he's
got
back, but
injured last
who
year.
was it? Oh, okay.
they got-
Thaddeus Young.
So he-
Thaddeus
Yeah.
Young.
Because he was he got injured the first game. Or before the
Yeah.
first game.
Yeah, he had broke his leg. He did some.
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
got hurt early. He got hurt.
Oh,
early.
and they got Derrick Jones.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
it was.
right.
Yeah, they had
That's
traded
what
for
it
him.
was.
Derrick
Patrick
Jones
Williams
is
was a
five.
good pickup. I like Patrick.
I think Chicago's gonna have a good year this year. I was having a conversation with somebody.
Depending on ball.
They're not gonna make the
Let me
play.
ask you guys this: Is
I said
Zach
it.
Levine better than Donovan Mitchell?
Ooh. Okay. So yes, he's a better.
We could pivot. I think we should come back to that.
No.
I think we could have
no.
a very long, drawn conversation about that because a lot of things just came to my mind. and I feel like you're about
No.
to
We
be
here.
disrespectful. All right,
We here.
take it away.
We here.
take it
We
away.
here.
Take it away.
So all right. So I would say Zach Levine over Donovan only because one, he's a more efficient scorer, I would say. But yeah, that would be it. I would say he's a more efficient scorer. He's bigger. He's a better tough shot maker. But they're pretty much very similar. I would say they're very similar players.
Yep.
I would say they're very similar.
Yeah. The efficiency is not even close.
We can't hear you, Chris.
Sorry, the efficiency is not even close. Zach
Not-
Levine, not just last year, he shot 47 from the field. He averaged 24. The year before that, he averaged 27 a game on 50%.
Oh my
average
god!
what a game?
27.4 a game with 5 assists, shooting 50% from the field.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like Zach
That
Levine
that
is,
supports what I was gonna say. I was gonna say he's way better than Donovan Mitchell. I didn't know that shooting 50% as a guard, the way that he plays
Averaging 27.
is amazing. Is amazing. He shoots he scores on all three levels. He breaks down his defenders. He's super athletic. Yeah. This
is after tearing an ACL. And this is after tearing an ACL.
Yeah, he's way better.
Sheesh.
Yeah, he's
After
just
tearing
padding.
ACL.
He's padding the stats
27
at
a
this
game
point.
on 50%.
nah. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah. I would go Levine. I would go Levine over Donovan Mitchell. But here's the thing though. For in Donovan Mitchell's defense, he's been the number one option on the number one offensive team, in the league a few times, and the number one team in the West. He's been in the playoffs numerous times.
So had the number one offense.
Yeah, Levine's only been to the playoffs last year. That was his first time.
Yeah,
One time. So in Donovan Mitchell's defense, yeah, he puts up what's this guy's name? Levine puts up numbers, but I mean Donovan Mitchell wins. He impacts winning more than Zach Levine,
Wow.
clearly.
We're
Well,
all smart enough to say what the reason it is. Come on.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. I
Come
think
on. We
I
don't
think
even
that's
have to go
very.
into that. We can skip
It's
that.
true.
Yeah.
Come
It's
on.
I
true.
think that's very subjective. If
What do
we
you mean?
put-
He got
listen,
drafted by Timberwolves.
Zach-
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's call a spade a spade. Zach Levine got drafted by the Timberwolves, right? And it was him, Andrew Wiggins, and Cat, Karl Anthony Towns.
Mhm.
Zach Levine was the one who was traded for a reason. They brought in Jimmy Butler. They went to
didn't
the
wanna pay him.
playoffs
Was the reason.
for Jimmy Butler.
Yep.
But out of those three players, they felt like he was the one with the lowest ceiling, and he got shipped
That
to
doesn't
Chicago.
make sense. That doesn't make sense. They traded him for Jimmy Butler. So that
Right.
meant that he had the lowest ceiling. That doesn't make sense. The only way that you're getting Jimmy Butler from Chicago is if you give Chicago someone
something
that
nice.
you know is promising.
You
Yeah,
have to
Zach-
give, you have to give something work. You have to give something work.
Yeah.
And Zach had more potential than Andrew Wiggins.
Right.
Andrew Wiggins was
And
going
that
with
was
the ring.
that was an even trade.
I'm just sorry. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
I'm
That's
just
why I
saying.
didn't bring
They
up
got the
Wiggins,
ring
because I
now.
knew you were gonna say that.
I mean,
Yeah.
ESPN got
Nah.
Wiggins ranked higher, right?
But like to your point, Zach Levine is just off of what Chris was going through, he's way more talented than Donovan Mitchell.
Does
If you
he
put
impact
Zach
winning?
Levine on that Utah team, you probably get better results because he scores like he could do
Efficient.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's
You don't even have to play
50% as a
defense.
guard.
He don't get into the
Donovan Mitchell not
playoffs.
playing defense, you don't have to play defense.
He don't win games. He don't win. When he last year, before DeMar DeRozan got there, when it was him, you know what I mean, doing what he was doing, they weren't winning. They weren't winning. They don't win. And Donovan Mitchell been doing what he's been doing since he's been a rookie.
And Donovan Mitchell has played
Who
with
was he?
Rudy Gobert.
Donovan
his entire
You name me
career.
3 players he played with in Chicago after when he went there.
Cannot.
Okay.
Okay.
Cody White.
Cody White. No. Louis marketing.
He just got nice.
I said when he got there.
No, I don't know. It was rebuilding.
Exactly.
But so
what
was
are you
Utah.
talking about?
So was Utah. He was the number 13th pick. So was Utah. Utah was nothing before Donovan Mitchell got there. Nothing.
Donovan Mitchell also
We're
has
not
a
talking
defensive
about
player of the
before.
year and another All-Star.
Yeah, but
Yes.
that helps.
Yeah. That
Duh,
matters.
of course it helps.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
That matters.
Come on,
Listen.
son.
That matters a lot.
You can't
Doesn't
name me
matter a lot.
3
Levine-
players he's played with in Chicago, but you talk about that it matters.
It does matter. It don't matter.
50% from the field as a guard is I'm lost for words off of that because I know
Y'all do
how
that.
Zach
Did y'all
Levine
do that?
plays.
Didn't y'all do that?
Not 27 a game.
Oh.
Did y'all average?
And Ja
27
doesn't
a game?
shoot. Ja doesn't
Yeah,
shoot
he
like
doesn't.
Zach Levine does.
I'm pretty sure he was over. I think there was something crazy where he everything in the lane. I think he was like shooting like 50% as well, maybe 60. I could be wrong.
Ja don't
What's
shoot
the- what's the
that.
stats?
Ja did average 27 a game.
Okay.
What was his field goal?
He averaged what?
49.
Ooh, not 50 though. 49 point what? Over 5 is 50. Oh yeah, 49.
29.1.
Yeah.
Wait. Say that again.
What?
Ja shot 49% and averaged 27. Levine shot 50% and averaged
Gosh,
27.
that's all Ja got so far.
They average the same, exactly the same, 27.4.
Wow.
That's insane. All right, let's one. Got a question.
Can you imagine
Yeah.
if Levine stayed on the Timberwolves?
Yeah.
If Levine stayed
Talk
on
about
the
it.
Timberwolves?
With Edwards.
But he's one of those guys like does he even have the opportunity to get like that? You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
does he-
James
Yeah,
Harden.
everything is situational. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, exactly. Everything is situational. It's hard to say. It's hard to
Yeah,
say.
these going to these teams sometimes with these rebuilds help
Yeah.
those players find themselves, find who they are, find their rhythm, find their niche on the basketball court. And that's what
Sometimes
it did for Zach Levine.
a trade opens their eyes. Like, this is a
See,
business.
Donovan Mitchell was just fortunate because he ain't had nobody else he had to get the ball to.
Yep.
Can't give the
Right.
ball to Rudy
That too.
Gobert to score, so
He don't.
I'm
That's the
scoring.
problem.
Zach Levine they didn't start running offense through Zach Levine till he got to Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the first time he had a chance.
So y'all got
And that's
Zach Levine
crazy.
over Donovan Mitchell. That's the consensus. All
Yeah, I'm taking.
I got Zach
I'm taking
Levine. I'll
Zach.
take Zach
I'm
Levine.
taking Zach.
right, I got another question. Will the Warriors repeat?
Yes, sir.
I agree.
Steph
Andale,
Curry,
andale.
30, back in the building. You already know he's gonna have some new tricks.
He's going for his number.
Clay's back. Clay's back 100% full season. Andrew Wiggins coming off a finals high, showing the potential that's there, the real potential that's there, especially on the defensive end.
Especially.
Oh my God. It's gonna be scary. It's gonna be scary over there, right, Henderson?
No comment.
I don't know.
I
I,
think-
mean, everybody. I don't want to be sounding like a hater, but everybody's not better.
You ain't hater, boy.
What are you mad
You
about?
hated.
That he about to win
You
5
hated.
rings in LeBron's era? That's
He
what you
just
upset
hates
about?
how he hates how good Steph
Oh,
Curry
we
is.
didn't even talk about how LeBron is going to pass Magic.
Nah, we didn't talk
and
about that. We talking about
Kareem.
other time. Right now, we talking about the Warriors.
Kareem in one season. How you passing 2 Hall of
Hey,
Famers in
hey
one
Skip
season?
Bayless, we're talking about the
Crazy.
Warriors.
Crazy. That's crazy.
We're talking about
Says
the Warriors are going to
Warriors.
repeat.
Warriors.
So here's the question.
Wait. Henny, are you aware of who won the championship last year?
Not sure. I don't watch basketball.
Really? So look, here we go. If the Warriors won the championship, who's gonna be? He left.
He's in the abyss.
He's in the abyss. Who's the biggest challenge to the Warriors in the West? Like who's gonna like you know what I mean? Like who you got?
I don't think they really got any problems in the West. I don't think that they're better than the top 3 teams in the East. I don't think they're better than Brooklyn. I don't think they're better than you know I'm a Sixers guy. I don't think they're better than the Sixers. And I can see Milwaukee giving them problems too with a healthy Chris Middleton. Like I'm
I
just
think
thinking about like the
Milwaukee's-
lineups, right? You can't do nothing with KD. KD gonna just do what he wants to do. You can't
He
do nothing
loses
with Kyrie. But you can't do nothing with Steph.
He got dealt
I
with
guess
last
the
year.
X factor again is Andrew Wiggins, right? But then
got
my
dealt
X
with
factor
first
for the
round.
Nets is Ben Simmons.
I keep forgetting about him.
You know, and for I think the Sixers is even scarier because you can't do nothing with Embiid. There's no answer for him. If you tell me Draymond Green's guarding Embiid, I said okay, right? Just put the rings on their fingers now. It's not happening. He's not. It's not happening. And I expect James Harden to, be James Harden from the Houston days, and we saw he almost beat Golden State by himself with KD.
I mean, you said like yo, they can't do nothing against
CP3
against what's his name? KD.
Yes,
KD
CP3
got
was
strapped.
Yeah, you're right.
CP3 was wild in that series too.
Yeah.
He was going crazy. He was going crazy.
So he got hurt.
But he got Embiid. He got Embiid. Embiid's a great replacement for CP3.
Yeah,
And there's no answer for Embiid. There's nothing Golden State could do with Embiid.
True, I agree.
Go ahead, HB. Go ahead, HB.
I was gonna say. What did he say? He said something crazy, right? I lost my train of thought.
All right, we were talking about the threats to Golden State.
Golden State.
He said he doesn't think that the Golden State is better than the top 3 teams in the East.
In the East.
And that's the Bucks.
So you think
and
that you
the-
think the champion of 2022-2023 coming out of the East?
As long as everyone's healthy, like I said, I think the 76ers have the best team in the NBA.
They win.
Yeah. Either them or Brooklyn.
All right, so you don't have nobody in. So you have the Warriors getting back to the finals.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, all right. So now I understand. You got the Warriors getting back to the finals, and you have them facing the 76ers.
Yeah, Sixers or
And then Sixers gonna win.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of
And then
Eastern
Chris, you
Conference teams will
got
win.
the Warriors winning.
Yes, sir.
Who do you think? Who they beating in the championship?
That is rough. That is tough. The Bucks.
Yeah, I got the Bucks too. But I it's so hard to bet against Giannis. But
It is, bro. It is, bro.
like,
It is.
if there's anybody that can do it, I'm picking Warriors. But Henny, who you got giving
Health wise, I'll take Golden State and the Nets. Health.
So you got Golden State going to the finals again?
Yeah.
Wow.
What an
So
idiot.
everybody
I just
thinks
wanna-
Golden State is
This is big coming from you, Henny.
No,
it's
it's
very
not.
big. It's huge.
How? I'm not dumb.
We thought you were gonna pick LeBron.
Not dumb. You say you don't watch basketball.
Come on, man.
Where we going?
He said, "What am I doing here?"
Aaron Judge.
What?
Change the topic.
It was a whole nother sport.
No, I got Golden State. I mean, I'm never going to disrespect the champion. They earned
Better not.
They earned it. They did everything, you know. But if health wise, if they stay healthy, and if everybody stays healthy, I have Nets and Golden State. Now, who's going to win? It's going to be a rough one. Depends. It really all depends on how Ben Simmons plays. If he plays like how he played on the 76ers, I think the Golden State are smart enough to isolate him and have him beat them. If you know what I
I feel
mean.
like they match up. I feel like they both match up very well.
Yeah, but I just think Draymond's IQ will be just a little bit better versus Ben Simmons' athleticism.
I think
In my
Jordan
opinion.
Poole. I think Jordan Poole is actually the X factor in that type of series.
They have Cam Thomas.
No,
Matt,
Is he like that?
he's not. He hasn't reached that stature yet as a player. Like
He doesn't play.
minutes wise, right? Minutes wise, right? I'm
He
saying
has
he
the potential,
hasn't
though, to
gotten
be
an
like that.
opportunity. Yeah, for sure.
That's
for
why
sure,
he made
for
that face about Steve Nash. Like,
Yeah, he don't play.
sure. Yeah.
Good.
Wait, so Cam, so would Cam be in the rotation over Steph Curry and Patty Mills?
Nope.
Cam?
Nope.
So he ain't like that then, because Jordan
he-
Poole's in the rotation over them.
It's the same thing with Tibbs. Nash just
Oh, he's not okay.
yeah.
gotcha.
He's not he don't know he don't know how to minute manage.
We gonna see this season.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe KD knows what he's talking about when he said y'all need to fire him.
Yeah, he's like, all right, give him 20 games.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
happens.
I don't
If
think
he gets fired, if he gets fired, I want them to sign Udoka.
Yeah, because he's not suspended from the NBA. He's suspended from the team.
What does that mean?
Just
Oh yeah,
quit.
yeah.
Just
But he
quit.
got to get fired. He still got a job.
Yeah, he still
He
got a
can
job.
quit.
He still works there.
All right, so
He
let's
can
go
quit.
there.
Imagine they offer. Hey, can we take his contract off your hands?
He can quit.
So how is this?
And-
How is his absence gonna affect Boston this year?
Ooh,
Yeah, what's
I
happening?
forgot about them. We haven't talked about them all day. So if this is how it's going to affect them. This is how it's going to affect them. We ain't talking about them all day. Come on.
I mean,
That's
they
it.
won the East last year. Last year, they was the number 2 seed. What?
They had a good coach.
Barely.
They had a good
Barely.
coach. That matters.
What you think, Chris? How you think it's gonna affect them?
I feel like it'll affect them a tad bit. I mean, I feel like Boston has built the culture there already of their style of play, how they want to play, their strengths. Um, I feel like Boston usually shoots themselves in the foot when they just start taking too many outside shots. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be all about coaching. So I don't think it's gonna have too much of an effect because I feel like last year them getting that taste of again it's that culture, that identity. Like you knew Boston was gonna come out, and you knew it was gonna be rough on them when they were defending you every single night. And I feel like that won't change for them. I feel like it'll be more of the little things, like when they're going through adversity, where the coach will be missed the most. So it's gonna be about how they respond through those moments as a group, as a unit.
I kind of disagree with you there. I feel like they've been the same team for the last 3 years. The only thing that changed was the coach, and the coach affected them greatly. I feel like he's the leader of that team, and that in rare cases he's.
But again, I just said they built an identity there, right? Boston didn't really have that identity before he got there. And my point was by him being there and them seeing that identity for them to go on that run they went on last year, they understand that identity now.
Yeah.
But I'm
Right?
saying
That's
I'm
like
saying
it's like when a coach comes there, it's a
That's-
coach's team. He's trying to get you to buy in. Once you buy into that, it becomes y'all team. So
that's what I'm
they
disagreeing with.
got that.
That's what I'm
Nah.
disagreeing with. He's him not being there to anchor it is going to be a problem. That's like Draymond Green. He has the same effect as Draymond Green not being there. You know, to being able
You
to.
think
Go
you
ahead,
think if
Tony.
Coach Spo wasn't on the Heat, that's culture's the same?
I hate smoke, to be honest with you.
We can't hear you, Chris. We can't hear you.
I hate Coach Spo. So that was I like him, but I hate
You
him.
hate Spo?
Yeah, I can't stand him.
Oh my god.
Used to
Nah,
take-
but it's
he
just
used to
those
take
culture
D-Wade
centers.
out when
Like,
he used to take D-Wade out when he was hot. I ain't like that.
Nah, Boston got a whole lot of things happening. Like something that was interesting to me, I was watching Jaylen Brown's media day,
Mhm.
and he just seems so disconnected from the team as far as like
Go ahead, say it. I've been
Like-
saying this whole time.
like I feel like he's the guy who comes to work and just comes to work to do his job. But when he got the opportunity to get a new job, he gonna go get a new job. Like I just get it from him, you know. And he's the only one like that. And they asked Marcus Smart about the KD trade. Marcus Smart says, "Oh yeah, like KD's a great player. Who wouldn't love KD? But we also love having Jaylen Brown." I felt that wasn't that shouldn't have been said. Jaylen Brown's already dealing with it. He has to answer the questions, and then Marcus Smart is like, "Yeah, KD's a great player. Who wouldn't want KD?" Um, I feel like when Jaylen has the opportunity to skate, he's gonna skate. He's gonna skate. It's all over him. I think he can be that guy on a team.
He takes shots away from Tatum. That they're going to bump heads this year, especially with no
Yeah.
coach. Especially with
With
no
no
coach.
coach,
That's gonna be the problem. They're gonna take a lot of shots. That was the problem last year.
that was the problem. Yeah, that was the problem.
last year. They was beefing.
What
Marcus
was the
Smart
problem?
y'all
But he
taking
went to the finals. What are you saying? You keep saying this, and he
Jaylen
went to the
Brown-
finals. I don't know what you're talking.
Jaylen-
the year.
Why are we
before-
talking about 2 years ago?
Because
The
that's when
NBA
they didn't
what
have
you
the
done
coach.
for me.
That's when they didn't have the coach. That
Okay.
was
No,
the
no,
problem.
let's-
Now they
no.
don't have a coach.
Okay.
But
They had Brad
let's even
Stevens.
talk about last year.
He
They
left
had a
because it wasn't
coach,
enough.
and Jaylen Brown was gonna get traded at the trade deadline if none of that run happened. You remember that? It was because him and Jason Tatum they were clashing. They were taking shots from each other. There was no rhythm. There was no flow or cohesion. So that was gonna happen at the trade deadline if they didn't figure that out.
So you
They
think
went to
you
the
think the
finals. They had a
you think the impact is them doing what? How many games they lose? They won.
Mind you, the switch happened after a plays only meeting. By the way,
Did
but
happen.
on that run, it was after a plays only meeting.
Look, they won 51 games last season.
Mhm.
How many games they lose without Udoka?
I think they
They
could win
have
50
they
games.
have
They're
a,
talented.
they have a leader on that team still. Like
Who's the leader?
Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart is the leader.
Nah, you see, but they wasn't really messing with Marcus Smart last year.
Right. I don't think they like his energy.
That was that was all coach.
They're young. They're young. They skillful. I feel like they don't respect him because they're not. He's not a scorer.
He's not like that.
Yeah.
Nah, they respect Marcus Smart.
I agree. But like, I don't
It's
know.
all this is all speculation. Right?
All speculation, of course. Yeah.
Supposed to be speculating.
Speculating a team that just went to the finals. As
That's
Marcus Smart is
crazy
the
to me.
point guard.
We're talking about without their head coach.
And defensive player of the year.
But we're talking about the head coach. When they didn't have the head coach, they didn't make it. When they had him, they made it. Now that he's gone, we're talking about what could happen.
They still sucked the first half of the year.
That's their point.
If I'm a basketball player, if I'm on that team, I'm going to ask coach how many minutes Brogdon's playing.
What coach?
I think I might want to play with Brogdon. I might
which
want to play
one?
with Brogdon a little more. Brogdon got a better offensive bag. He could do more, and he could play defense. And he's
Let me
like
ask you a
6'7".
question. If this coach, I don't know his name, interim coach, the interim coach
Have one
for,
yet?
say that again?
I don't think they have one yet.
They do.
No, they do. It's there. It was the
You can
assistant.
look that up.
But I heard they were still looking into somebody from the Clippers or something like that.
All right.
Nah, they're not gonna hire nobody.
And I know nobody, yeah.
He's just suspended.
And that's a part of the thing. His name is Joe Mazzulla.
Yep.
Yeah,
I hope I didn't butcher that. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm terrible with names.
That's a Doku with a mustache. You ain't fooling me. He's sneaking right back in. What was you saying, Dorm?
So yeah, so what if he goes ahead and balls out? I mean, not balls out. Coaches his ass off and they bust out the gate 15 or 18-2. And like, do you go ahead and just fire you ducking now? You think they'll just do that and just keep this coach?
You could do all that and still lose in the first round. So I'll see where he finishes. Just that will depend because he's out for the year. Why fire him when he's just out for 1 year? You see where you end up. If you win a chip, get out of here. See you later. But if you lose in the first round, we have to bring him back.
Get out of here.
Can't hear you.
You said if you win a chip, get out of here.
Yeah, but if you lose in the first round, you bring him back. Anything less than the finals, you bring him back.
Is it worse on the coach's resume to be fired or to quit?
Well, if you quit, you don't get your money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would quit. He can get a job anywhere.
If you quit, you don't get your but if he gets fired, he gets his guaranteed money and then still get paid from the new team.
Right, but right now because right now his salary is being affected because he's suspended.
Okay, I think if he quits now, it's gonna just look. I think it's gonna be bad for what's going on. It's gonna have to get cleared up first.
Yeah, and consensus is saying it's not. It's bad.
Nah, it's not good. Everybody keeps saying
a lot of insiders say it's bad.
It's bad, yeah. That's neither here nor here. Here nor there, but
we don't gossip. We're not the shade room.
On Podium Podcast, episode 18. We here in the mother effing books.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all tuning in. Yeah, man, we was flowing today, man. You know what I'm saying? Having a lot of fun. They got anything to say to the people before we sign off?
As always, excited to have you guys tuned into the Eyes on Podium Podcast, episode 18.
My man's Mike been chipping in and out all day.
Get a mic.
All day.
Appreciate y'all. We've been on a little hiatus. Sometimes you just need a mental break. We need a mental break, all four of us. So we appreciate y'all for tuning back in. The season's coming up and content going pour in, man. It's going pour in. So
booming.
We just getting adjusted. So same, my motto: like, comment, share, subscribe, show everybody, show your girlfriends, show the girl you cheating on with, show her mother, show everybody. Just let them know Eyes on Podium is here.
Eyes on Podium, baby.
TikTok.
And we
Twitter.
we getting we have some sponsors
YouTube.
coming out. We'll talk about that soon.
Soon,
Eyes
real
on
soon.
Podium getting sponsored. It's going
Real
up. Episode 18. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
Signing off.
Catch me out in traffic, keep it Kyrie when I'm closing. No one should be talking, keep your eyes on the podium. No one should be talking. Eyes on the podium. I don't read no comments. I don't care what they say. Catch me out in traffic, keep it Kyrie when I'm closing. No one should be talking, keep your eyes on the podium. No one should be talking. I'm back